Disney World, here we come.
From Flagstaff till now, it's just been an unreal ride. I got to tell you guys, man, I love it. I do. To watch you guys work and battle and gain the respect of your peers the way you have on this trip. We're not the sons of old. You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. Nobody believes we come here and go 8-0 and beat the teams we beat. But just know, man, this is special. Don't let anybody take this away from you. You gain the respect of the league, okay? Now, we got to build on it, all right? Love you guys. Bring it in. Family on three. 1, 2, 3. Family.
The Board of Governors approved the league's 22-team restart proposal yesterday by a vote of 29-1. The season is now tentatively scheduled to resume July 31st at Disney's Wide World of Sports in Orlando.
As the NBA COVID lockdown was lifted, the Phoenix Suns joined 21 other teams in preparation for a one-of-a-kind finish to the season. A bubble campus would be formed in Orlando, and an 8-game regular season restart schedule would precede the 2020 playoffs. The Suns had a steep hill to climb if they would reach the postseason, but an opportunity was all they wanted.
Disney World, here we come.
Since day one of training camp, Monty Williams had been preaching to his team, everything you want is on the other side of hard. He seemed uniquely prepared to guide the Suns through this most unusual experience, taking time to address some of the nation's larger current events and ongoing issues.
The best me makes a better Javon and DA. And that's part of the reason why I coach the way I do, because I want to challenge guys to be the best that they can be. Ironically, I wouldn't be in this position had not a white guy said, I'll take a chance on that. It's a great privilege.
Well, I think that's just a part of who Monty is anyway. You know, he's always a person and coach that is pushing for others to be great.
Monty has a great way of speaking, and he breaks it down so you understand everything. So when he talks to the players are like all eyes on him as far as social justicing, growing up as men.
First up, we got peas and carrots. That's to the left. We got mash, Yukon, boiled potatoes.
As the players adjusted to the nuances of bubble life, focus returned to basketball.
And that right there is something that I want to exhaust more times than we did last year, right there. Like, we have to recognize that right out the gate and make money in the paint.
Each team played 3 scrimmages, sort of preseason games for the restart. Phoenix looked good in those games, including a final scrimmage win over the defending champs.
Booker raising up with a nasty left-handed hammer over Siakam.
As the curtain rose on the restart, players took time to capture the moment. And after a sluggish start, the Suns' opening game against the Wizards provided a hint of what was to come, especially from a new pairing of reserve guards.
I looked at Coach, and he was finna say something to me, and I was like, I don't know what he was about to say, but I cut him off. I was like, you wanna press? He's like, huh? I was like, let's press, let's just try it, let's just try it, see what happens.
The recently signed Cameron Payne joined Javon Carter to form a second-unit backcourt that would wreak havoc in Orlando.
You know exactly what you're gonna get with Carter and Payne on the floor. Starts with defense.
Cam Johnson started the power forward spot, sent Dario Saric to a new role as a 6th man. And Saric provided a boost off the bench the Suns had been looking for, in what ended up being a convincing win.
Shit, sir. I was that squad. Shit, baby.
If he wanna run up on me, shoot him like Ginobili. And on with that little homie, yeah, like I'm told.
Game 2 was the Suns' first official home game in the bubble, meaning the court branding and video screens were Suns-themed. The team got a collective surprise as the starting lineups were introduced by some familiar voices.
At center, 6'11", in Arizona, number 22, DeAndre Ayton.
At forward, 6'6", from Villanova, number 25, Mikal Bridges.
At forward, 6'8", from the University of North Carolina, number 23, Cam Johnson. Go Cam!
At guard,
6 from Spain,
number 11, Ricky Thomas.
At guard, 6 feet, 5 inches, from Kentucky, number 1, head coach of the Phoenix Suns, Monty Williams.
The family starting lineup and players' reactions would go viral over the next week, with heartfelt responses coming from all around the sports world, but none more so than from the Suns players themselves.
It's a great idea, and it's cool and it's awesome to hear from the families, and for me personally, it's awesome to see everybody's people, you know what I mean? And you can see, like, you look at the screen, the people up, you look at them, like, you know, it feels like a little bit of home's with them.
The game itself presented a Dallas Mavericks team looking to avenge a 29-point loss to Phoenix back in January, their worst of the season. Devin Booker and Luka Doncic provided an epic duel throughout, and the Suns bench fueled a third-quarter run behind tough defense and hot shooting from Carter and Payne. Down 2 in the final moments, Dallas had a pair of good looks from deep, but the Suns held on for the dramatic win.
This is what I wanted to do on this road trip. This is how you grow as a unit. This is our experience. On the road, fighting for our lives. At halftime, I told you, if we can win this game, we got to stay the course. We'll talk about it tomorrow. This is a big time freaking win. Bring it in.
You don't make it to the NBA without a fierce competitive streak. Inside the bubble, that translated to lots of side games and trash talking.
It's always interesting. You know, I think we are kind of tight right now. I know I have a chance if I talk trash to him, if I try to provoke him, if I try to have a trash talk to him. You know, that's my chance. You know, he get nervous a little bit. Obviously, you know, he's a great shooter. You know, if you don't go in his mind, you know, it's a small chance to beat him.
The LA Clippers had been Western Conference favorites pretty much since opening night, but it was the Suns who were firing on all cylinders in Game 3. A late second-quarter run provided some breathing room for Phoenix, but ultimately, this would be Devin Booker's game. Booker put up 35 points, tying a career high with 6 three-point field goals, and closing the game with a shot that will live forever in Suns folklore.
Booker, this is for the win! Got it! Wow!
What a shot by Devin Booker. Unbelievable play. But again, that's what the great players do.
The Suns celebrated the moment and the win to keep their perfect record, but knew they still had work to do as the playoff push rolled on. Up next on Breakthrough, the Suns keep their playoff hopes alive and find some off-the-court distractions to stay loose.
Now, for the first time ever, you have the opportunity to see the reimagined home of the Phoenix Suns and Mercury at the new Transformation Center. Step into the future with us. Come touch and feel the arena like never before and be one of the first people to see how the in-arena experience will be elevated for next season. With health and safety in mind, we've implemented several protocols for your visit.
So book an appointment today at project201.com.
The dust had settled after their dramatic win over the Clippers, and the Suns were the talk of the bubble.
You got Paul George, Kawhi freaking Leonard, two-time Defensive Player of the Year, You got Zubac running at him. And I don't know who else was in the corner under me, but Reggie Jackson was in that area somewhere. Book is stuck, he pump fake, he spins, cash. There you go, game.
Next up was the Indiana Pacers, and another bubble surprise in T.J. Warren. The former Sun was the bubble's leading scorer through 3 games, averaging nearly 40 points per game. Mikal Bridges led a defensive charge that held Warren to 7 for 20 shooting, while the bench did their part again. Dario Saric and Cam Payne paced the Suns' reserves, who more than doubled the scoring output by Indiana's bench. And like that, Monty's crew was halfway home, and still without a loss. Monty Williams' tenure in Phoenix has been punctuated by creative practices. One particular day looked more like a football 7-on-7 drill than an NBA workout.
Man, just going routes. I don't know if you see that, my quarterback hands, keeping them warm. Just catch them on the fly. We got some athletes out here. You got to lead them. 2 best, Mikal and Kelly, if I had to pick 2. Playing the right way, playing together, 48 minutes. Let's keep having fun with it. Let's keep outworking teams all the way through. Together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Javon Carter had been spectacular through 4 games, but his performance against Miami was the cherry on the sundae. Shooting 6 for 8 from downtown, Carter posted a season high in scoring, as well as the defining play of the Suns' final fourth-quarter push.
Adebayo takes it coast to coast, but the Bulldog, Javon Carter, digs in and comes up with a steal.
That is top-notch defense there. Javon Carter gets the trophy with that one.
Devin Booker continued his role with another smooth 35-point performance. The Suns were the only remaining undefeated team in the bubble, and something was brewing.
How about that?
Hey, that's a good birthday present, my guy.
This is the birthday boy. You got to dub for the birthday boy. That's all we got to do. You're doing something special right now, Ricky.
Hey, man, 5-0, 1 at a time. OKC up next. Let's get it.
As one day in the bubble seemed to blend in with the next, players faced the reality of their seclusion and separation from the little things that help define normal life.
I miss my dog. I miss Rocky a lot. I'll say that's my 2K. He's my 2K.
I miss variety in foods, like being able to go to Chipotle, get some sushi, get some Japanese maybe even a little pizza. Just the option of variety.
Chris Paul and Oklahoma City came out firing in Game 6 as the Thunder rolled to an early 15-point lead. But Devin Booker would have none of it, scoring from everywhere in the gym. Yes, everywhere, as the Suns flipped the scoreboard with a runaway win. It was Booker's 90th career game with at least 30 points, tying a Suns franchise record in just his 5th season. Rookie Cam Johnson continued to shine, his effortless stroke looking more confident by the game. Despite the success, media skepticism was hard to shake.
I don't think they're going to make it. I don't think they're going to make the play-in game. I'm sorry. I think it's still, they were just too far behind.
They would get swept. They're not the threat that Portland is.
That didn't seem to bother anyone inside the Phoenix Suns locker room. An off day finally found the team not on the court, but still playing basketball. And that fierce competitive spirit translated to the pool. However, not everyone enjoyed the water.
No, it's not fun. It's not fun. Ah! Stop moving the water.
Ricky Rubio was in some ways the forgotten man in Orlando. With so many different players grabbing the spotlight from game to game, Rubio remained the steady anchor that allowed his team to thrive. He was the reason the Suns led the league in assists during the regular season. Ricky led an efficient Suns charge as they held off Philadelphia in the second game of the Suns' only back-to-back in the bubble. Mikal Bridges also handed the Sixers a dash of regret over their draft day trade in 2018. The second-year player added 24 points to his usual blanket defense as Phoenix inched closer to a shot at the playoffs.
We're talking, communicating, helping each other out. One game at a time. That was our goal. We got one more left. So I'm excited for it.
Some days, the competition moved from the court to the table. DeAndre Ayton was intent on proving that big men can be quick and nimble.
This is what I do, all right? This is what I do. I sweat on the court and I sweat on the table, The indoor, what's this called? What is this court called? Ping pong court.
The Suns were loose and free going into their bubble finale, which seemed like more of a coronation.
Man, we know what we need to do. We have something to do special regardless what happens after us. So we can control what we control. Let's finish it right now.
Let's get it. Together on three. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Dallas had solidified their playoff seeding and played their starters limited minutes. Phoenix shot 66% in the first half, with everyone getting in on the fun.
So many of these players have raised their game, like this kid right here. Wow! What a shot by Booker! Hit the deck, hit the glass, got it for 2 and a foul. He is marvelous.
Show him everything, young fella. I mean, he is showing out right here.
Phoenix will finish this 8-game sprint 8-0.
The Suns had finished their perfect bubble run, but still needed some help to sneak into the postseason. Later that night, their fate was determined in a tale of 2 shots. One that went in, and another that didn't. Despite their disappointment, nothing could take away from what the Suns had accomplished over the summer of 2020.
Book pulled me aside like, yo, DA, these dudes don't want to compete with us now in this league, bro. He said, they seeing what we doing. We just got to keep this up. I said, bro, I got you, bro.
Still ahead on Breakthrough, Eddie Johnson takes a deeper dive on some of the unsung heroes from the Suns' perfect run in Orlando.
Hey fans, step into the future home of the Phoenix Suns and Mercury right here at our new Transformation Center. All right, here we go.
Man, I love this place. Oh yeah, I still got it.
Hey Go, help me pick out my new seat. This is so cool. You guys really have to come see this place for yourself. It's amazing.
So Devin Booker makes first team all-bubble squad. He's also second in MVP balloting to Damian Lillard. Monty Williams is named coach of the bubble, but the guy that was left out, Eddie, was Dario Saric. He should have gotten more love as 6th man in the bubble.
Without a doubt. I mean, he showed everyone that he can make adjustments better than anyone. Just not dealing with the bubble, but dealing with a position change as well, coming off the bench and really blossoming. I thought he was tremendous, and it sent a sincere message to Monty Williams that wherever he decides to use Dario, that he is going to be professional enough to get it done. Joining Dario in that stunning second unit, Javon Carter and Cameron Payne. When you pick up guys 94 feet, it disrupts everything. They weren't expecting that, and the ferocity of these two in the backcourt, along with Mikal Bridges reaping the benefits of it, was tremendous. That is defense at its finest. I mean, Monty Williams doesn't have to tell these guys to do it. He understands what they like to do. And these two are at it again. The made free throw ignites the full court trap. Great trap there. That forces the pass out, and he's passing it to a guy that's what? Not comfortable in bringing the ball up a lot, not cognizant that somebody might be running up from behind, and the speed of Cameron Payne picks it off, and there you go with the steal, and DeAndre picks it up, and the Suns are off and running the other way.
Another star in the bubble, no doubt about it, Cameron Johnson, part of that draft day trade in 2019. And looking ahead to this year's draft, there's no doubt that James Jones and Monty Williams are going to continue to look at polished players, high character guys with a team first mentality.
You said it. I mean, I think James Jones' mindset is to bring in mature players. Suns are ready to win. And all due respect to rookies, I mean, you don't want to have to wait for them to catch up. So why not get guys, if you're going to draft them, that have some experience through college, they've gone through tough times, and when they step on the floor, like a Cameron Johnson or Mikal Bridges, you don't have to really work extra hard to get them ingrained to what you want to do. And I think that's the philosophy of the front office right now.
Up next on Breakthrough. So where do we go from here? Suns players give you their thoughts on how the NBA bubble experience will fuel next season.
We shouldn't be going home right now. Hey, we did all we can do.
Now for the first time ever, you have the opportunity to see the reimagined home of the Phoenix Suns and Mercury at the new Transformation Center. Step into the future with us. Come touch and feel the arena like never before and be one of the first people to see how the in-arena experience will be elevated for next season. With health and safety in mind, we've implemented several protocols for your visit.
So book an appointment today at project201.com.
We're trying to build something here that takes time. It didn't happen overnight. We didn't get to the point where we are right now in a matter of 6 months, and we're not going to dig out of it in 6 months. So we'll continue to be diligent, be disciplined, be intentional with everything that we do, and focus on helping our guys get better nightly.
Next year is a whole different story, 0-0, and we have to continue to do everything that we learned in the bubble, before the bubble, and relate it to our lives, and then bring it right back whenever it's time to report back for training camp in the season.
I feel like it just gave us the confidence we needed to believe that like we can make the playoffs. All we got to do is just focus, for real. Just take it game by game.
I think chemistry is the biggest thing of our success. I wouldn't necessarily say it was so much us playing really good. Obviously we did, but I think it was more so, man, we became a team in that short time, more of a team. Like, I done been on a lot of NBA teams. This group of guys, it's totally different feeling than I had with any other team I done played for. Not saying it was bad, it's just totally different.
It's every day, let's say, bus ride, you know, you have like plenty of time, let's say, to joke between us, you know. You have a team dinners, you are on the court, everybody in the same time, leaving at the same times, you have a testing, you eating together.
I think everybody knows what we want coming to next year. Everybody's really confident. Just with the staff, the players, and, you know, just know what we have to do to get to that next level.
We're coming in with a chip on our shoulder next season. And, you know, things still have to go well for us, but we believe with our group, with our staff, training staff, coaching staff, and management staff that we can put it together and make a run at it.
Then there's the heightened confidence level of just everybody. You saw Mikal kind of take off, Cam kind of take off, DeAndre start to settle in and be confident in his role. And when you have the young guys that kind of had that small little off season and then they play those 8 games and we go 8-0 and there's a lot of confidence that goes with it, you would like to see that roll into next season.
Now that I have that chip, yeah, and we went 8-0. That ain't going nowhere. Take it how people, the haters can say whatever they want. Oh, that ain't nothing. No, that ain't just. Oh. It means something. Man, we gonna take it forward because we got a little taste of blood, and yeah, we want more.
And it's a very exciting time, you know, in this city. You know, I see a transformation coming. Not only with that, but in-house here with the organization.
Because I really think we have such a special thing going here, and it's a really exciting time to be a Phoenix Sun. You know, with the arena flipping around and the new practice facility and the bubble run, like this is a great time to be a Sun, and I know everybody feels that. So I'm just going to do my part and trying to contribute to that culture.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3. Family.